To conclude, the financial benefits for JP Morgan of ThinkSheet's real world, yesterday, today, and tomorrow platform will be exponential. This video is all about the cumulative benefits of ThinkSheet's one page, one place, one platform enhancement of AI. AI competition and funding, government and private sector, is in a frenzy, like the growth of the internet in the 90s. The introduction of OpenAI last November has been a mega catalyst for AI becoming top of mind, not only for AI engineers, but also business leaders and individuals. Microsoft is increasing its initial $3 billion investment in OpenAI by $10 billion, and Silicon Valley is in an investment frenzy over generative artificial intelligence, even amid the tech gloom, with the Chinese trouncing the US in AI research output and quality. The ThinkSheet modeling breakthrough is that user-created scores transform their thought processes into maximum value data for AI to process. Jamie Dimon collaborating with the C-suite is an example. The models score their thought processes, i.e. their professional intelligence, the PI, which links to AI, represented by Manuela Velosa, head of AI at JP Morgan, which augments the thought processes and recycles them back to the C-suite at minimal time and cost, because the C-suite contributes its inputs into the models in the ordinary course of business, creating far greater value than without ThinkSheet in the same amount of time. This is a ThinkSheet home run, a thought process ecosystem that synthesizes professional and artificial intelligence as a logical whole in a six-step process to create the thought process ecosystem. A tech strategist who works closely with the C-suite and tech leaders developed the smartphone analogy video to explain why the one-pager leads to a huge increase in the productivity in professional and artificial intelligence workflows. The one-pager solves the huge problem of miscommunication among senior management and their support teams. In large companies like JP Morgan, each member of the C-suite may have as many as 10 direct reports, with a total of 50 teams and 1,000 plus professionals involved in the workflow. The one-pagers enable everyone involved to collaborate better and faster because everyone can see what's most important to their respective decision makers and peers. The process starts with the professional intelligence, then the AI augments, and the business and AI teams further augment by adding new information and or correcting mistakes before recycling back to the decision makers. The rest of this video describes the professional intelligence platform, and the next video, the thought process ecosystem. Jamie Dimon doesn't rely upon models for final decisions because they don't capture major catalysts like culture, character, and technological advances, and complex qualitative factors like supply chain issues, sanctions, and war are impossible to model. But he is unaware that ThinkSheet users like the Morgan Stanley equity analysts have been quantifying their catalysts, complex qualitative issues, and thought processes as logical wholes since 2005. And users like Bloomberg users can see the reasons for their target prices, i.e. their thought processes, on their terminals. For example, JP Morgan can use ThinkSheet's apps on the Bloomberg app portal to forecast the target price for JP Morgan, in this case, $154 for a 22.7% return, and rank it first relative to its competitors. And what if the impact of rapidly changing events like Fed rate changes, Xi Jinping doing a 180 on COVID, property developers, tech platforms in a week, the chip war, and OpenAI in real time, and ThinkSheet generates their answers and reasons why instantly. Country allocation for 7 large countries, originally developed in 2010, is another use case. This map of Xi Jinping's Belt and Road project illustrates the complexity involved. Quant models alone, even with large economic and financial data sets, only provide a partial analysis and don't address Jamie Dimon's catalyst and impossible to model qualitative factors. By contrast, ThinkSheet models include the qualitative and quantitative as a logical whole, enabling Jamie Dimon and the C-suite to model their judgments, including catalysts, geopolitics, risk, and X factors. and reuse their thought processes as a whole or in modules like Lego. These are the metrics and weights, countries, and scores regions. And this is a quick view of the soft landing ranking, scores, and the ranking, including the catalyst, the scores, and the ranking. And this view compares the soft and hard landings for China, in which it moves from second in the soft landing to seventh and last in the hard landing. Our model library includes 200 plus professional intelligence models, and our videos are loaded with detailed use cases like these that you can review at your leisure. And we now transition to the thought process ecosystem video.